on the mound pitching, number 18.
Hello again, baseball fans, and welcome to Lower Columbia College, David Story Field here in Longview, Washington. As the NWAC Baseball Championships continue, the Northwest Athletic Conference 2019 Baseball Championships, the third of 4 games here today, as it'll feature the Yakima Valley Yaks and the Everett Trojans. The Yaks, the East number 2 team, come in with a 31-18 record, 16-12 in region play, while the Trojans are the number 1 seed out of the North. They have a sparkling record of 35-9 and 19-5 in region play. Winner of this ball game will play tomorrow night at 7:35 against either Lower Columbia or Mount Hood. The loser will play tomorrow afternoon at 12:35, a loser's out game against the loser of the Lower Columbia Mount Hood game, which is set for a 7:35 start tonight. Game number 3 of the day. We've already got 2 in the books. Earlier today, Spokane knocked off Edmonds by a score of 5-2. Then our second game, which ended about 45 minutes ago, it was all Tacoma as they defeated Lynn Benton by a score of 10-1. The story there was Logan Gerling, the pitcher for Tacoma, as he went 6+ innings of no-hit ball and no hit, no runs. Then he gave up a solo home run in the bottom of the 7th inning that spoiled the no-hitter and the shutout, but he ended up winning the ball game anyway by a score of 10-1. So that sets up for tomorrow right now a little bit half the schedule. As tomorrow morning at 9:35, Edmonds will take on Lynn Benton in a losers out contest. And then one of the winners contests, that'll be at 4:35, will be Spokane and Tacoma. And the winner of that game will move on to Saturday at 5:35, and the loser will move into Saturday, I believe, at 2:05. But it's hard to read the brackets. But anyway, Edmonds and Lynn Benton, the loser of that game is done. The winner will continue on to Saturday. And again, one other game this evening will start at 7:35, Mount Hood and Lower Columbia. Both teams being introduced here to the crowd, and I guess we're going to have the national anthem. Oh no, we're going to have a presentation here first. So we'll have that as Everett is given its trophy for the North Region Championship, and then they will let everybody out and get ready for this ball game. Here are the starting lineups for Yakima Valley, which will be the visitors here this afternoon. Connor Caballas will lead off. He is the second baseman. He'll be followed by Clay Ashworth. Ashworth is in left field and batting second. Matt James is the catcher for the Yaks. He's a number 3 hitter. He'll be followed by Luke White. Luke White is the first baseman, and he is hitting 4th. Donald Saltaban is the third baseman. He hits 5th for the Yaks. Saltaban Jr. hitting 5th and playing third base. He'll be followed by Tyler Nixon. Nixon batting 6th. He is the shortstop. Following Nixon in the number 7 position will be Blaine Ross. Ross is the right fielder. He's hitting 7th. Hitting 8th this afternoon will be Hunter Anderson. Anderson is a designated hitter, and hitting 9th for Yakima Valley's the center fielder, Ola Aina. Ola Aina is his name. It's a short version of his name. When he gets the bat, we'll spell it out to you. He is a kid from Hawaii, so he just shortened his name to Ola Aina. And pitching for Yakima Valley this afternoon will be Alec Gomez. For Everett, the North number 1 team, again, leadoff batter will be Charlie Larson. Larson is the third baseman and leading off. He'll be followed by Sam Linscott. Linscott is in center field. He is batting second. He'll be followed by Austin Houck. Houck is the second baseman hitting 3rd. Batting 4th for Everett this afternoon will be Kyle Rodriguez. Rodriguez, the cleanup hitter. He is the shortstop. Nick Klemp is the catcher for Everett. He'll be hitting 5th and catching. Kenny McCormick is the designated hitter. He hits 6th for Everett. He'll be followed by the right fielder, Nolan Smith. Nolan Smith is in the 7th position, and he's in right field. Mitch Alvin hits 8 for Everett. Alvin patrols first base. The number 9 hitter this afternoon for Everett will be Takeshi Kubota. Takeshi Kubota is the number 9 hitter, and he will be out in left field. Starting pitcher today for Everett will be Bryson Allen. See a picture here on Devil Vision of the coaches and the umpires talking about ground rules and expectations of the ball game. Tyler Schmidt is your home plate umpire. At first base this afternoon will be Josh Marshall, and at third base will be Brad McGee. Again, Yakima is the visitors in this ball game, and the home team will be Everett. Oh, it's a nice day here in Longview. It's getting a little breezy, so starting to wonder a little bit about the weather, because when the wind switches like this, it usually means that weather is changing. And right now the wind is blowing fairly strong out of the west, I'd say 10 to 12 miles per hour, and they are expecting some rain starting tomorrow. Hopefully it won't be real heavy. First showers are expected about 5 in the morning, and they're supposed to run pretty much throughout the day from 30 to 40% throughout the day tomorrow, and then also rain on Saturday. Highs tomorrow will be 60 and 61 on Saturday before it gets a much better weather forecast for Sunday and Monday, 76 and 77 degrees. So it's a possibility that we might have some delays because of the weather. It's been known to happen here, but again, Longview is pretty good equipped at handling the rain here and getting things going, especially with this turf here in Longview. Artificial infield, including the base paths. The outfield is natural grass, but usually it absorbs everything pretty quickly, and we're able to move things right along. The officials still talking about their last-minute instructions. Then we'll get this ball game underway. Again, this is game number 3 between Yakima and Everett. The winner will play tomorrow at 7:35, and the loser will play tomorrow at 12:35 in a losers out contest. Yakima looking for his first title since 2016. They were ranked 9th in the final poll of the year. Everett, who has had its share of wins, a couple of championships. It's been 6 years since the last one. Seems like it wasn't that long ago, but their last title coming in 2013, and the final rankings, they are considered the favorite here for the 2019 NWAC Baseball Championships. Lower Columbia College is the 2-time defending tournament champion, and it will be playing again at 7:35 tonight. Lower Columbia, the West number 1 seed. Oh, if you have no plans, come on out here this afternoon, early evening, check out some of the ballpark. It is a good time to watch baseball, and it's always been high quality baseball here. I think it's like 15 years in a row, if I remember right, that Longview has hosted this tournament. The Everett team still meeting in front of its dugout. Oh, okay, so that's what the delay is. The pitcher needs a little extra warm-up, so we'll be a couple minutes later starting this ball game, as now Everett has taken the field. 306 down the left field line, 342 to left center, 387 to the power alleys. Straightaway center has a 20-foot barn. You have to hit the baseball over. Then to right center field is 354, and down the right field line is 326. And again, it's tough to hit a ball out here, because especially to the right side, because you have that barn that is 20 feet high. And then on the right side of the diamond, you've got a couple of banners that are stacked on top of each other. They're probably up about 15 feet in the air by the time you hit the ball. So you've got to hit it pretty high and pretty deep to hit it out here at LCC. Warming up now for Everett is Bryson Allen. You see the left-hander on the mound there as he's getting his tosses in and getting ready for this ball game here this afternoon. Allen on the year has a record of 8-1. He has made 12 appearances this year, and he has 12 starts. He has not appeared in a relief role at all. He has thrown 1 shutout on the year. He has 2 complete games, and an ERA of 1.82. He's worked in 64 in the third innings, and he has struck out 61 batters. Left-hander taking his last final tosses here as we get ready to get this ball game underway. The sophomore from Tacoma will face the Yakima lineup of Cabales, Ashworth, and James. About ready to get this underway now as Tyler Schmidt will clean the plate, and our first batter, Connor Cabales, will come out to take the first pitch of the ball game. Cabales on the year, a .267 hitter with 20 RBIs, no home runs on the year. Right-handed batter, takes a couple of practice cuts as we get ready to start this ball game. First pitch looks like it's going to be 436. We'll wait for sure. And here it comes in a fastball, inside corner, strike one. 4:37 was the official time for the first pitch, and so we are underway. No balls and one strike on Cabales. Here's the next pitch, swing and a bouncing ball, hit up the middle. The shortstop Kubota's there, throws the first in time for the first out of the inning. So a hopper right up the middle where Kubota, or actually Rodriguez, is able to get over there to knock it down, and he'll make the play at first base. Sorry about that, it was Rodriguez. I was looking for the wrong thing. But anyway, Cabales rolls out for the first out of the ball game. That'll bring the plate, Clay Ashworth. Ashworth steps in, and the first pitch, swing and a foul. That might have bit the umpire. It might have got him on the inside leg as kind of stands there, but it looked like it caught him. If it did, he's not showing anything there. And the count, no balls and a strike on Ashworth. Allen is ready. Here's the next pitch. Swing, fouled away, strike two. No balls and two strikes on the number two hitter, Clay Ashworth. Just underway, one out, top of the first, no score between Yakima Valley and Everett. The Yaks and the Trojans. Allen ready. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, swing, and a chopper down the third base line. It's a fair ball. It'll go for extra bases. Ashworth rounds first, on his way to second, and he's in with a stand-up double. Bouncing ball right down the third base line. No chance for the third baseman Larson to make a play. And right off the bat, second batter of the ball game, the Yakima Yaks have a runner in scoring position. Two-strike double by Ashworth. That'll bring to the plate Matt James. Matt James, the catcher for the Yaks, right-handed hitter. As the left-hander looks back to second base. Now he takes a turn back there, and there's no throw. James, the second leading hitter on Yakima's team with 349, but he's their power guy. He's got 11 home runs and 49 RBIs. Those are both team high numbers. Right-handed hitter from Ferndale, which is just south of the Canadian border up in Northwest Washington. Here comes the first pitch, off speed, and it's at the knees, strike one. No balls and a strike on James. Get a good look at him, full beard. That's the style these days when you're in college. Of course, I had one when I was in college too. Now he's up to the plate again. No balls and one strike. Here's the pitch, another curveball, misses way outside. Ball one. One ball and one strike. Catcher had to get out of his stance real quick. Klemp makes the grab as the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Allen a long time looking on in. Peer into the catcher. Here comes the pitch. And that fastball bounces up to the plate and nicely covered by Klemp. No chance for the runner to advance. Well, the count 2 balls and 1 strike. Vocal crowd early in the ball game, especially from the Yak side of the field, as the count is 2 balls and 1 strike. You can probably hear him in the background. Allen again from the stretch. Here comes a 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Took a little bit off that one, it looked like, and Allen was in front of, or James was in front of it, and the count evens out at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, the wind might play a factor here in this ball game. It just seems to be getting a little bit stronger as the ball game, or as the afternoon's been moving along. Here comes a 2-2 pitch. Check swing, and the pitch is low and inside for ball 3. The earlier game, it wasn't that bad. It started picking up a little bit more of the wind as the skies cleared. It was a gloomy morning till about 11:30, and then the sun broke through, and now the wind has picked up, and it's blowing directly in from center field to home. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a bouncing ball up the middle. Knocked down by the shortstop. There'll be no play, and safe at first base is James. Nice play by the shortstop, Rodriguez, as he ranged far to his left to knock the ball down. It probably saved a run, as Ashworth is going to have to stay at third. And now Yakima will have runners at first and third, and 1 out. So an infield single for James. That'll bring to the plate Luke White. White, the number 4 hitter, right-handed hitter for Yakima Valley, and he'll step on in. Allen's first pitch to him, swinging a bouncing ball down the third baseline, foul. And the count's 0 balls and 1 strike on White. White at .299 on the year. He is the second leading home run hitter for the Yaks. And he's also the second RBI guy behind James. He has 39 ribbies on the year. 7 home runs. Again, Allen from the stretch. Here's the pitch, and it misses outside. Ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on the cleanup hitter, Luke White. Saltabon Jr. waits on deck for Yakima. No score, top of the first inning, Yakima and Everett. Here's the pitch. That's hit him. It hit him as the ball bounced away. I thought it bounced in the dirt off the glove of the catcher, but no, it hits White, and he'll go down to first base. So White, hit by a pitch, will go down to first base. Down to second goes James, and Bryson Allen now has the bases loaded with just 1 out in a scoreless contest. We're just in the top of the first inning, and he's given up a ringing double and a single, an infield single, and a hit by pitch. Now the bases are full. Ainsworth at third, James at second, and White at first. That'll bring to the plate Donald Saltabon Jr. Saltabon Jr. is the leading hitter average-wise for Yakima Valley. Comes in with a .376 batting average. He steps on in. And the first pitch to him is off speed, wide, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Saltabon comes from Paradise. That would be Hawaii. Get a good look at him there. Right-handed batter. In fact, there's a couple 3 kids from Hawaii on this team. Here's the next pitch. Check swing. They appeal down to first, and he did not go. So ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes on Saltabon Jr. Allen in a lot of hot water right now early in the ball game. 1 out, bases loaded, top of the first. Still scoreless though. Here comes the pitch. Fastball, high again, ball 3. And just like in the first game that I had earlier today, Ferrario struggled with his control. He walked 5 and hit 1 batter. And if I remember right, 4 of the 5 walks scored. Here comes the 3-0 pitch. Fastball inside corner, strike 1. 3 balls and 1 strike on Saltabon Jr. Infield playing back, looking for the double play ground ball, since it is only the first inning. A lot of ball game to go. Runners will take their leads as Allen will continue to work out of the stretch. Comes the 3-1 pitch, outside, ball 4. Saltabon, a bases loaded walk, gets an RBI as Ashworth scores from third. James goes down to third, White to second, and Saltabon Jr. down to first
Nixon
on the bases loaded walk. for Allen. That is his first walk of the ball game, but again, he's also hit a batter. That'll bring to the plate Tyler Nixon. 1 run, 2 hits so far. Couple extra runners because of hit batter and a walk. And the pitch misses low and away, ball 1. So control a bit of a problem for Allen here early to start the ball game. Nixon, 257 batting average this year. And again from the stretch comes Allen. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball sharply hit to Rodriguez. Flips to second for 1. Relay on to first. It is in time. Double play. So Everett turns a double play as Rodriguez flips it to Hauk, and Nixon is retired for the out in the inning. Saltabon out 6-4, and then the relay on to first 4-3. Nixon retired, and that'll do it for Yakima here in the top of the first inning. But the Yaks pick up 1 run on 2 base hits. There are no errors and 2 runners left on base. After 1/2 inning of play, your score, Yakima Valley 1, Everett coming to bat.
I am strong.
I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination. Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
LCC has definitely prepared me to transfer to Oregon State because it's helped me with my study skills. I'm a much harder worker than I was in high school.
I had a great support base by the staff, and I've made some great friends that I think I'll carry on with my life.
I've definitely loved my classes. I've learned a lot. It's been a healthy environment.
Don't be afraid to branch out. The people here are awesome. I'm going to be in it for a while, but down the road I'll be finishing up and be ready to join the workforce.
Something tall and strong.
Fans, don't forget to check out the official tournament merchandise or t-shirts, sweatshirts, Under Armour gear, and more. Everything is fully customizable. Get your tournament gear today. Supplies are limited. Visit them online at nwacstore.com/NWAC. Okay, 1-0. Yakima leading Everett as we move to the bottom of the first inning of play. For the Trojans, Charlie Larson, Sam Linscott, and Austin Hauk are due up for Everett, and they'll be facing Alec Gomez. Gomez on the year has a record of 8-1, 12 appearances, 10 starts, 3 complete games, and an ERA of 1.82. First pitch to the batter, Larson, strike 1. No balls and a strike on Charlie Larson. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That fastball is low and away, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Everett with the old style, I'd say Houston Astro uniforms, which I always liked. I thought those were pretty cool. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. Swing and a fly ball hit to right center field. On comes the right fielder. It'll fall for a base hit. Well, Larson, with kind of an in and out swing, pops the ball into right center field and it'll fall for a base hit. And Everett has its leadoff batter on here in the bottom half of the first inning. That'll bring to the plate Sam Linscott. Linscott, the center fielder for Everett here this afternoon, as he'll step on in for his first look at Gomez. Here's the first pitch, curveball, a little high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on Linscott. Infield back deep, looking for the double play with the exception of the third baseman. Saltabon Jr. is playing a little bit in front of the bag. Middle infielders looking for the double play ground ball. Here's the next pitch. Hit towards the shortstop on the second hop. Grabbed there by Nixon. Throw to Cabales for one. Relay on to first in time. Double play. Just what Yakima was looking for. The 6-4-3 double play, and quickly there are 2 outs here in the bottom half of the first inning. Nixon got it, flipped it over to Cabales for the first out to retire Larson. His relay throw on to first to get Linscott, and you got the double play, and there's now 2 outs for the Trojans here in the bottom half of the first inning. That'll bring to the plate Austin Houck, and he takes the first pitch for a strike. So a leadoff single erased on the double play, and Houck steps up to the plate and swings at the next pitch, and he's quickly down. No balls and 2 strikes. Austin Houck, the number 3 hitter for Everett, comes in with a .309 batting average. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball down low. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Houck. 1-0 Yakima, bottom of the first inning. Gomez looks in. Here's a pitch, swinging a bouncing ball, foul down the third base line. Salt Taban Jr. playing tight down the third base line, so it'll be tough for ball to get past him, at least in fair territory. Ball rolls all the way down, looked like to the corner, so one of the Yaks running down there to get the ball. As play is held up for just a moment, he's got it. Now we will resume again. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Houck. Here comes the pitch. Fastball swing, popped up to right field. Might come, nope, here comes the right fielder. He's there to make the catch or the final out. So Ross is playing shallow, and he's right there to make the catch. And Houck is retired, and so is Everett here in the first inning. For the Trojans, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, no one left on base. After 1 complete inning of play, it's Yakima 1, Everett nothing.
I chose Centralia College because I wanted to stay close at home while getting a great education. Playing for a smaller school has a strong sense of a community, and they just want to see you succeed. We're bigger than just a team. We're a big family. My name is Dylan. I play baseball at Centralia College, and I go boldly.
Clark College in Vancouver, Washington is enrolling for summer quarter. Whether you want to advance your career, complete a degree, or earn your high school diploma, Clark College can help you reach your goals. Visit clark.edu to learn more. Go top of the second inning. 7, 8, 9 hitters due up for Yakima Valley as the Yaks have the 1-0 lead after 1. First pitch from Allen to Blaine Ross is low, ball 1. Ross, the right fielder for Yakima Valley, right-handed batter. Here's Allen's next pitch. Swing and a bouncing ball hit towards the shortstop. Rodriguez has got it, throws on the run in time, and Ross is retired for the first out of the inning. Bouncing ball hit to the right of Rodriguez, makes a nice play and retires Ross for the first out of the inning. Be sure to follow the NWAC on Twitter and Facebook at NWAC Sports and on Instagram at NWAC Sports 1 for all the latest NWAC news. Also visit nwacsports.org for the most recent information on schedules, scores, stats, and more. First pitch to Hunter Anderson, strike 1. No balls and a strike on Anderson. Designated hitter batting 8th this afternoon for Yakima Valley. Allen is ready. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes on Anderson. Third baseman Larson cheating up even with the infield grass. Comes the 0-2 pitch swing. Bouncing ball foul. And the count remains at no balls and 2 strikes. Again, game number 3 of 4 today here in the 2019 NWAC Championships. One more to follow at 7:35. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and that ball's swing and a foul. And the count remains at no balls, 2 strikes. Just barely got a piece of it, Anderson did, and the catcher, Klimt, could not hold on to it. So the count stays at 0-2. Here comes the next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Anderson fans for the second out of the inning. So Anderson strikes out. There's 2 outs now. And for Allen, that's his first strikeout of the afternoon. Goes along 1 walk and 1 hit by pitch. And now there's 2 outs for Yakima here in the top of the second. Here's the first pitch to the batter, Ola Aina. And like I said, he shortened his name. I'll spell it out here in a moment, as he's the number 9 hitter. One of the 3 kids from Hawaii. Here's the next pitch. That one is at the knees for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Ola Aina. Right-handed batter, playing center field. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. No balls or 1 ball and 2 strikes now on the batter. He'll step back in once again. Here comes the pitch, and that is sails away for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Aina. Allen's ready. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Busted on the inside corner. Strike 3 called, and Aina is rung up, and that will end the inning here for the Yaks here in the second. For Yakima, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. After 1.5, Yakima 1, Everett nothing.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
Fans, don't forget to check out the official tournament merchandise for t-shirts, sweatshirts, Under Armour gear, and more. Everything is fully customizable. Get your tournament gear today. Supplies are limited. Visit them online at nwacstore.com/NWAC. Okay, bottom of the second inning. Rodriguez, Klimt, and McCormick due up to face Alec Gomez as Yakima has a 1-0 lead. Rodriguez, the 4th hitter, Klimt, the 5th hitter, and McCormick, the 6th hitter. No, the Trojans retired 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first. They did have a leadoff single as the first pitch is ruled a strike. But then Linscott hit it into a double play to erase Larson. So it turned out to be a 1-2-3 inning. Here's the next pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He did. Strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes on Rodriguez. Rodriguez, the shortstop for the Trojans. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball swing, hit down the right field line, and that will go out of play. And the count stays at no balls and 2 strikes on Rodriguez. Great day now here in Longview. Temperature in the 70s as we pretty much have clear skies, a few high clouds. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Rodriguez strikes out for the first out of the second inning. For Gomez, that's his first strikeout of the afternoon. Now to bring to the plate, Nick Klimt. Klimt, the catcher for Everett here this afternoon, right-handed batter. He'll step in for his first look at Gomez. And he swings at the first pitch, hits it wide of first. Glove there by White. He'll flip to Gomez, covering the bag, and Klemp is retired for the second out of the inning. Those are the kind of plays that coaches and pitchers all like, one pitch and getting out. So quickly 2 down for Everett here in the bottom of the second inning as Everett trails Yakima 1-0. That'll bring to the plate Kenny McCormick. First pitch to him, fastball, high, ball 1. McCormick, the designated hitter this afternoon. Hits 208 on the year. Here's the next pitch. And that fastball inside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. McCormick 1 home run, 13 RBIs on the year. Here comes a 2-0 pitch, and that one's in the dirt for ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes now on McCormick. Waiting on deck is Nolan Smith for the Trojans, but there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Here comes the 3-0 pitch. Fastball bounces up the plate again, ball 4. So McCormick, a forward pitch walk, and he'll trot on down to first base. Has the first walk by Gomez here this afternoon. And that'll bring to the plate Nolan Smith. Nolan Smith, the right fielder for Everett here this afternoon. Left-handed batter, and he will step in to face the right-hander. So McCormick will take his lead at first base. 1 foot just past the cutout as he's held on there by White. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Fastball down the lower end of the strike zone, and Smith comes in empty for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Gomez ready. Here's the pitch. Off speed, check swing, misses outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. One of the interesting things about Story Field is later in the ball game, it's going to be tough for the first baseman to see the ball. Gomez ready. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Outside part of the plate, and Smith couldn't hit it. As we get later in the ball game, I'm saying 5th, 6th inning, then the sun becomes a bit of a problem for the right side of the infield and the outfield, because you're almost looking directly into the sun later in the ball game. It'll certainly have something to say in the last game of the night for at least an inning. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Swing, bouncing ball foul. And the count will stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Get a look there again at Smith. Wears the number 15 on the red and white jersey. Gomez is ready. Wears the number 18. Here's a pitch. Swing and a foul. And the count stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes. James unable to hold on to the baseball as the count will stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. The infield kind of a shift as the second baseman playing deep. The shortstop playing almost behind, even with the bag. And the next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. And that will retire the side here for Everett in the second inning. For the Trojans, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. After 2, Yakima 1, Everett nothing.
I am strong.
I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination.
Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
Top of the third inning now as we move on between Yakima and Everett. We'll go to the top of the order for the Yaks, and Caballas, Ashworth, and James to face Bryson Allen. The first pitch, ground ball past the diving third baseman down the third base line and in towards the left field corner. On his way to second base is Caballas, and he starts the inning with a leadoff double. First pitch swinging, and Caballas hit it past the diving Larson at third base, rolled all the way to the corner, and easily into second base goes Caballas. So Yakima has the leadoff runner on here in the third inning. First time of the ball game that Yakima has gotten the leadoff runner on.
Ashworth.
But the Yaks have a 1-0 lead. Out to bring the plate, Clay Ashworth. Ashworth, a double and the only run scored back on the first. From the stretch, works Allen. And he looks back to second base and steps off the rubber and forces Caballas back to second. 1-0 Yakima, top of the third inning. They're facing Everett, an East versus a North team right now. East number 2, Yakima, and Everett, North number 1. Here's the pitch, and swing and a miss. Strike one. No balls and a strike on Ashworth. Yakima looking for his first title since 2016. One time the Yaks really owned the NWAC. Now I'll throw back to second base, and diving back in is Ashworth. Back in the, I think it was the late 50s, early 60s when Yakima was really, really controlling the NWAC's championships when Bobo Brayton was there, former Washington State coach. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, a check swing, and it misses high for ball one. One ball and one strike. Yeah, back in the 50s and 60s, early when Bobo Brayton was coaching, Yakima was always winning. From 52 to 61, they won like 9 out of 10. Yeah, they won 9 out of 10 from 1952 to 1961. Bobo Brayton, the Washington State Hall of Fame coach, won 9 NWAC titles in that time. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. But again, since 2016, since Yakima Valley won another championship. Ball and chopped towards the shortstop. Gloved by Rodriguez. He cannot make a play as he'll have to run it down. Hit off the heel of his glove as he tried to charge it. I believe he ruled a base hit as it was a tough play there, and Rodriguez just couldn't make the play. I don't think even if he makes the clean grab that he's going to be able to throw out Ashworth at first. So an infield base hit, and Ashworth now has 2 hits on the day, and on the play, Caballas moves to third. Runners at first and third for Yakima, and nobody out. That brings to the plate Matt James. James 1 for 1 today. Will step on in. Allen from the stretch, first pitch. It's inside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes on Matt James. James, the East Region's most valuable player, waves at the next pitch and comes up empty for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on James. Trying to remember, I thought he had committed somewhere to go to play 4 years, but I don't remember off the top of my head. Here's the next pitch. Swing, popped up, out of play. And the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Gets a couple more practice cuts in. The shortstop playing very deep, second baseman deep as well, so they'll probably give up the run for the 2 outs. First baseman and third baseman are playing on in, and the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and James strikes out. So a huge out there for Allen as he fans James for the first out of the inning. For Allen, his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. Now bring to the plate Luke White. Now ground ball double play, and you're out of the inning, no damage. Runners at first and third in a 1-0 game for Yakima. Yakima leading Everett. Here's the first pitch to White. There goes the runner down to second base. Ball picked up on a hop, throw to home, the tag, and he is out at home. The catcher threw down to second. The second baseman cut it off, threw to home. A late start by Caballas. The head first slide. I don't think he ever got to home as he is blocked off there by Klemp, and he is out for the second out. And we might get now a question, is there obstruction, as did the catcher block off the runner at home, as Ashworth goes down to second on the stolen base. The return throw to home as Caballas comes home to score. The ball is caught and then the tag applied, and I'm wondering if Coach Crustangle is claiming there was obstruction and no chance for the runner from third, Caballas, to score. So this will be a reviewable play, and it's a tough call. That's one of the toughest calls when you're an umpire. Is there obstruction, or did he have control of the ball before the runner started to slide? So that'll be a tough call. They'll take it down to the review booth and see what happens down there, and we'll see what the call is going to be. As we're in the top of the third inning here, and it's 1-0 Yakima. More than 48,000 service members have been physically wounded during the military conflicts in Iraq and Afghanistan. An estimated 400,000 are living with the invisible wounds of war, including post-traumatic stress disorder, major depression, and traumatic brain injury. NWAC is honored to have a Wounded Warrior Project veteran at today's game. So 1-0 your score, as right now the play is being reviewed at home. See if we had an obstruction call, or maybe Coach Crustangle is saying that the tag wasn't applied in time. But we'll await that decision, as the two of the three umpires are back there now checking that out. And it may take a while, it may not. But again, it's one of the things that we now do in baseball. And now everybody will kind of gather and talk and see what we're doing. And the play has been ruled out. Okay, he's been called out at home. So Caballas was ruled out at home on a 4-2 put out at home. And again, apparently there was no obstruction at home. And that'll be the second out of the inning. Now the umpires are going to gather with Coach Crustangle and talk about, or Crustangel. What did I say, Angle? Yeah, that figures. I knew I was going to do that. So now there's a conversation amongst the three umpires and Coach Crustangel. And the count, I believe, is no ball and 1 strike. And that's what it is. So now there are 2 outs as Caballas is out at home. Down at second base is Ashworth. And now there are 2 outs, though, and the count on White is no balls and 1 strike. Caballas got a late jump on the try to steal home, and he was out. So that's where we stand now. Here's the next pitch. Allen's pitch is low and inside for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on White. Allen again from the stretch. Short lead at second base there by Ashworth. And here's the pitch, and he takes it at the belt for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Luke White. White was hit by a pitch in the first inning, was stranded at second after the double play turned by Everett. And we're still at 1-0. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Swing, popped up in the infield. Right side, second baseman is there. Houck reaches up, makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. So White flies out, and that'll take care of Yakima here in the 3rd inning of play. For the Yaks, no runs on a couple of hits, no errors, 1 runner left. After 2.5, Yakima 1, Everett 0.
We see you. Be your creative self at Clark College. see you. Be your curious self at Clark College.
Bottom of third inning we go. Yakima leading Everett by a score of 1-0. Fine success at Pierce College, selected as one of the top 5 best community colleges in the nation. Pierce College offers more than 60 programs of study. Get started today at one of the nation's premier community colleges. Apply online at www.pierce.ctc.edu. Pierce College, possibilities realized. And Yakima leading by a score of 1-0. Had a runner gunned out at home, and Connor Caballas tried to steal home on a delayed steal as Ashworth got second base on the steal, but Caballas caught trying to score from third, and that cut down another run for Yakima. So we go to the bottom of the third, and that'll bring up Alvin, Kubota, and Larson to face Gomez. And the first pitch is a fastball inside, ball 1. Mitch Albin for Everett, the first baseman. Kubota, the left fielder, and Larson, the third baseman, due up. Here's a 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Albin. Albin on the year, .310 batting average, no home runs, 15 RBIs. Here's a 1-1 pitch, swing and a bouncing ball past the pitcher, backhanded by the second baseman. Caballas' throw to first is in time, and out at first is Albin. Ball got past the pitcher, didn't really have a chance to get it, but a nice range by Caballas as he backhanded it, and he throws out the runner Albin 4-3. So 1 out here in the bottom half of the third inning as Yakima has the 1-0 lead. And the first pitch to Takeshi Kubota is high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on Kubota. Left-handed batter, here's the next pitch. And that misses outside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Kubota from Woodinville, a freshman. Asks a question of home plate umpire Tyler Schmidt, gets the answer, nods, steps back in. Here's a 2-0 pitch. Swinging a line drive, caught by the pitcher. Swinging a line drive right up the middle. Gomez reaches up, makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Wasn't hit extremely hard, but it was hit pretty good. But Gomez able to get up there, make the catch for the second out of the inning. So he hit it fairly well, Kubota did, but it's just an out, and we'll go back to the top of the order and Charlie Larson. First pitch to Larson, curveball inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on Larson. Larson singled to start the game for Everett, but was erased on the double play. So he's 1 for 1. The only hit of the ball game for the Trojans. Here comes Gomez's next pitch. Fastball, he's taking, and it misses for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes on Larson. Larson comes in with a .288 batting average, 1 home run, 26 RBIs. Here comes a 2-0 pitch. Curveball, that one's at the letters, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike on Larson. Linscott awaits on deck if Larson can keep the inning alive. Infield back deep. Here comes a 2-1 pitch. Bounces up to the plate. Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike on Larson. Gomez back up on the rubber. And here comes the pitch. Fastball, swing, chopped foul again. The count goes to full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Got netting now in front of the grandstands here at Story Field. I think it was put up 2 years ago because balls get to you pretty quick over there. Now that netting up there does help out a lot. Gives you at least a moment to react. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Fastball is high, ball 4. Well, Larson, a 2-out walk here in the third inning. And for Gomez, that's his second walk of the afternoon. So 1 on, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Yakima Valley 1, Everett nothing in Game 3 of the NWAC Baseball Championships. That'll bring up Linscott. Linscott, as I mentioned, 0 for 1. Grounded into a double play. He's only at bat in the first. Here's the first pitch to him. Off speed at the knees, strike 1. No balls and 1 strike on Linscott. Leading hitter on the year for Everett as he comes in with a .337 batting average. Gomez from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Bounces up to the plate, gets past the catcher, James, and it rolls towards the Everett dugout. Track it down, and down to second base goes Larson. Rule the wild pitch. And the count 1 ball and 1 strike now on Linscott. So a base hit possibly ties the ball game, and now timeout called. As it looks like the left fielder for Yakima is going to come on in a few steps now. That being Ashworth. Because again, the wind still pushing in fairly steadily. Not as hard as it was maybe half hour ago, but it's still blowing a good 10, 12 miles an hour. Cheat up a step, and maybe the fly ball won't go as far as you think it will. From the stretch, Gomez works again. Here's the pitch, off speed, swing and a miss. Oh, swing and a foul tip, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Linscott. Right-hander steps back in. Gomez is ready. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Fastball, outside corner, strike 3 called. Linscott fans to end the inning. For Everett, here in the 3rd inning of play. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 runner left. After 3, Yakima 1, Everett nothing.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
Top of the 4th inning as Yakima has a 1-0 lead over the Everett Trojans. And for Everett, or for Yakima rather, we'll have the 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up. Be sure to follow the NWAC on Twitter and Facebook at NWAC Sports and on Instagram at NWAC Sports 1 for all the latest NWAC news. Also visit nwacsports.org for the most recent information on schedules, scores, stats, and more. All right, Saltabon Jr. will step in. The first pitch from Bryson Allen is ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Saltabon Jr., Nixon, and Ross are due up for Yakima Valley. Here comes a 1-0 pitch. That fastball inside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Saltabon Jr. reached base on a walk, then it was a race on a double play. So no official at bats as of yet. Here comes a 2-0 pitch. Swing, fouled back into the screen. And the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the next pitch, and that misses for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Saltabon Jr. from Hilo. Inez from Waimanano. Here's the next pitch, swinging a ground ball, knocked down at third, juggled, picked up there, throw across the diamond, a low throw and snagged there, and the out is recorded. Ball hit hard to Larson. He's able to knock it down, struggled to pick it up for a moment, but recovers, throws to Alvin, and retires Saltabon Jr. for the first out of the inning.
Number 7, shortstop.
That'll bring up Nixon. And Nixon 0 for 1 today, grounded into the double play back in the first. Right-handed batter. First pitch from Allen is a strike. The ball's 1 strike on Nixon. Nixon from Corvallis, Montana. Not Oregon, Montana. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that catches the corner for strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes on Tyler Nixon. Sophomore. He'll step back in once again. Allen is ready. And here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball pushes him back, and the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Had to kind of back his knees away from the plate as the pitch misses inside, and it goes 1 ball, 2 strikes. Allen is ready. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swing, fouled away, and the count stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, the winner of this ball game plays tomorrow at 7:35. Loser plays at 12:35. And the 12:35 game's an elimination game. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Or is it a foul ball? No, it was swung, and the catcher dropped the ball and tags him out. And Nixon's retired for the 2nd out of the inning. So for Allen, strikeout number 5, I believe, or is that 4?
Blaine Ross.
2, 3, 4. This is 4th strikeout of the afternoon. And the first pitch called strike 1. No balls and a strike on Blaine Ross. 1-0 Yakima here in the top of the 4th. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's inside. Ball 1. Turned away at the last moment not to get hit by the baseball. And the count levels out at 1-1. Ross today 0 for 1. Here's the next pitch. Swing. Bounced down the first base line and foul. And the count goes to 1-2. Blaine Ross, just 180 batting average this year. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Swing, popped up, behind us and out of play once again. And the count stays at 1-2. And the wind just kind of swirling out there and picking up a bit. You see the trees out in left field moving around. And every once in a while it comes into the press box here and knocks our papers all around. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That'll retire the Yaks here in the 4th inning as 2 of their 3 batters fan. And for the Yaks, nothing doing in the 4th. After 3.5, your score, Yakima 1, Everett nothing.
T-shirts, sweatshirts, Under
I am strong.
I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination.
Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
Bottom of the 4th we go. Everett trailing Yakima 1-0 will send up the 3, 4, and 5 hitters to face Alec Gomez. In the first pitch, check swing, misses ball 1. Hauk, Rodriguez, and Klemp due up for Everett here in the bottom of the 4th. Hauk today 0 for 1, flied out to the right fielder. Here's the next pitch, curveball, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Hauk. Still 70 degrees in Longview, so if you're around the area, come on out. You've got time for another game besides this. Here's the next pitch. Misses inside. Ball 2. Of course, you can always buy a season pass and come to every game. That's always fun. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Fastball swing and a fly ball hit into center field. Long run for the center fielder. He reaches out and makes the basket catch. Nice play out there by Ina as he went running and running, makes the over-the-shoulder basket catch for the first out of the inning. So Houck hit it pretty hard, but Ina able to run it down, and that's a one-out play there for Yakima. So that'll bring to the plate Rodriguez. Rodriguez today is 0 for 1 for the Trojans. And the first pitch to him, swing and foul back to the screen, strike 1. 1-0 Yakima right now here in the bottom of the 4th. Again, Trojans have just 1 base hit so far. Everett or Yakima with 4. Comes the 0-1 pitch. Curveball inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Rodriguez. Infield again, playing back deep. What you're going to do in this field is you got artificial turf, and the dirt is artificial recycled material as well. Well, the ball gets to you quick, but again, it is true hops. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Check swing, did he go? He did, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Rodriguez. Usually you don't have to worry about bad hops here. Sometimes you have to worry about high hops, as we've seen a couple of times. And when you slide, there's a possibility you can slide past the bag and be tagged out. But the hops are true. Here's the curveball, swing and a miss, strike 3. And Rodriguez fans for the second out of the inning. For Gomez, his second strikeout of the ball game. And that'll bring to the plate the number 5 hitter, Nick Klemp. Klemp today is 0 for 1. Grounded out to the first baseman as Yakima continues to lead by a score of 1-0. First pitch to Klemp is high, ball 1. Klemp, the catcher. Right-handed hitter. Now he'll step back in and he's ready to go. Here's a pitch, and he takes it for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike on Nick Klemp. Funny, I look for his batting average. Oh, there he is, Nicholas, 264. Here's a pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. High fastball, Klemp tried to catch up to it, couldn't. Klemp a 264 batting average with 16 RBIs on the year. Down in the count now. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the next pitch. Fastball misses outside. Or ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. With 2 outs, I think, here in the 4th inning. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Curveball, swing, bouncing ball to the right side. Diving stop there by Caballas, but he can't pick up the ball, and he'll go for an infield base hit. Caballas had a long ways to go to his left. He made the slide, knocked it down, but he couldn't come up with the baseball, so Klemp will pick up the infield base hit. Ruled in there? Oh, yeah, okay, I saw the replay, yeah. Saw the replay, it's ruled in error. And the scorekeepers here in Longview are notoriously tough. So if they touch the ball on a line drive and it's 5 feet over their head and they touch the ball, it's an error. These guys are rough. Pitch is called strike 1. No balls and a strike on McCormick. Walked in his only at bat. Here comes the pitch. Check swing, and the pitch misses for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. McCormick will step back in. Tying run at first base with 2 outs, though. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Kenny McCormick. McCormick Again, the designated hitter here this afternoon. Runner takes his lead. There he goes. Pitch is high. Throw down to second base on a hop to slide, and he is safe at second base. Klemp steals second base. As the pitch was high, it was a quick throw by James and got down there quickly, but a little bit high on the hop, and sliding in safely is Klemp. But now a runner at second base with 2 outs, and the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs in a 1-0 game. Yakima leading Everett. And a chance now for McCormick to perhaps get a base hit and tie the ball game. Outfield shading McCormick to the right. As Gomez from the stretch. Here's the pitch, and it hit him. He'll go down to first base as he's hit by the pitch. Now put runners at first and second with 2 outs. Gomez, that's the first time he's hit a batter this afternoon. Got a feeling Kyle Crustangel is going to ask, did he make an attempt to get out of getting hit? And our home plate umpire, Tyler Schmidt, said yep. And that ends that conversation, so he'll walk away. I'll bring to the plate Nolan Smith. Smith today, been up once, struck out. Big situation here for the Trojans. They can get a base hit, maybe tie the game. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. No balls and a strike on Nolan Smith. Smith on the year, .253 batting average with 4 home runs and 24 RBIs. Here's the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. And quickly jumping ahead in the count is Alec Gomez. No balls and 2 strikes on Nolan Smith. Alvin awaits on deck if Smith can deliver here. Runners take their leads. Gomez from the stretch. Here's a pitch. Outside, ball 1. Hoping to get Smith to chase the outside pitch, and Smith able to lay off it. And he'll get see another pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gomez nods, he's ready. Pitcher looks back to second. Here comes the delivery. Swing and a line drive into left field. That'll fall for a base hit. That'll pick up at least 1 run. And diving in head first is the runner from second. That is Klemp. And a 2-out double by Nolan Smith ties the ball game. Opposite field drive by Smith to left field. And they'll pick up the double and the RBI. And ties the ball game at 1 each. McCormick on his way to third. And on the RBI double, Smith has tied the ball game. So Klemp scores from third, and the 2-out, 2-strike opposite field double by Smith has knotted this ball game at 1 each. But now Everett's got runners at second and third with 2 outs. Now, that'll bring to the plate Mitch Alvin. Alvin, the first baseman, as Gomez now wants to work out of the full windup. 1-1 is our score. Just the second base hit of the ball game for Everett. But it was a big one. Here's the pitch. Fastball inside, ball 1. A 2-out double by Nolan Smith to tie the ball game. Now a base hit here might score 2 more. Gomez is ready. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Alvin. Yakima struck first with a run in the top of the first. And now Everett's tied it in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes down Mitch Alvin. Again, the outfield expecting him to swing late as it shades way to the right. And now timeout called. The center fielder really is in right field, and the right fielder's kind of playing the line. Here comes the pitch. Swinging a fly ball. Hit the right field. Moving on over is the right fielder. Dives and they cannot make the catch. It'll pick up 2 runs. On his way to third is Alvin. Here comes the throw, the slide, and he is safe at third base. Alvin, a 2-out triple, picks up 2 runs, and Everett has taken the lead 3-1. That ball was hit the right field. The wind just kept pushing it away from Ross and Ina, and it went over their heads, and it turns out to be a 2-run triple for Alvin, and now Everett has a 3-1 lead. All this damage coming with 2 outs, and we're going to have a conversation. Okay, the play at third. They're probably going to check the replay, as it was a bang-bang play at third. The head-first slide by Alvin. He was ruled safe. And now we'll go and have the call looked at and see if he's safe or out. It was a bang-bang play, so you cannot blame Yakima for asking for a replay there, because it was a bang-bang play. Either way, the runs will score because they both got in before the play was at third, made at third, and we'll just see if he will be allowed to stay at third or if he'll be out, and we'll move on to the 5th inning. Right now, it's Yakima trailing Everett by a score of 3-1. As all this has come with 2 outs. An error allowed Klimp to get on, a hit by pitch by McCormick, then the double by Smith, and now the triple by Alvin. Here's the replay, and again, it's going to be a bang-bang play. I'm not making a guess, but and the official have already ruled on the play, or what? Oh, they called him safe. Yeah, Yakima thought they called him out, so they were leaving the field, and he's ruled safe at third base. And so Alvin will remain at third. And that'll bring up Takeshi Kubota. So the play is upheld at third base. It was a bang-bang play. We see it now in the replay as they slow it on down. There goes the head first slide. And yeah, I think he avoided the tag. I think he got his right hand out there and avoided the tag. So Kubota will try and pick up another run for the Trojans here as they lead 3-1 here in the 4th. First pitch to him. Swing and a foul. Strike 1. No balls and a strike on Kubota. Kubota hit a line drive back to the pitcher Gomez in his only at bat. So he's 0 for 1 today. Kubota, the freshman, up from Woodinville. Here comes Gomez's 0-1 pitch. And that one misses low and away. Ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Kubota. So 3 runs for Everett here with 2 outs in the 4th inning, and it started very easily for Gomez. Next pitch bounces up the plate, gets past James. On his way home to score is Alvin. And it's 4-1 Everett. And it'll be ruled a wild pitch. So the count, 2 balls and 1 strike now on Kubota. So 4 runs with 2 outs here for Everett, and now leads 4-1. Here's a 2-1 pitch. That fastball sails away, and Gomez fell to off the mound when he threw the pitch, and he's down. I don't know if he twisted his ankle, his knee, or what, but he went sprawling as soon as he let go of the pitch, and he's down again. He's on his knees, and I think you're going to need a trainer here. We'll see the replay as he throws the pitch. It looks like his front foot just went out from under him. As he goes down, he tried to get back up, and now he's down again. I don't know if he twisted his ankle or what, but his foot went out from under him. Now he's going to be looked at by the training staff here at Yakima Valley and his head coach. So Gomez, now he's going to try and walk it off. But yeah, it looked like his foot just slipped when he pitched, made the pitch. And he must have, I don't know if he got his ankle or his knee, He kind of hitched when he threw, and then he went down, but he's going to stay in the ball game. They'll probably give him a few warm-up tosses. But yeah, he's still hurting. He's grabbing his left ankle. So he's going to throw a couple more and see how he turns out. But yeah, he was really in control of this ball game. But now with 2 outs here in the 4th, he has given up 4 runs. And then on that pitch, he slipped and fell, and now he's behind in the count. 3 balls and 1 strike on Kubota. So, and that's after he threw a wild pitch. They gave up another run. So Gomez is really struggling here in this inning. And yeah, an error cost him, hit by pitch cost him, and then back-to-back extra base hits, and all of a sudden it's 4-1, and tack on a wild pitch. Yeah, it's gotten ugly for Yakima here in the 4th inning of play. So no one on base now, and the count is 3 balls and 1 strike on Kubota. Gomez will work from the full windup. Now we have timeout called once again. Okay, Yakima sending kids down to the bullpen, so they might be trying to get some action going. Yep, there's some people stretching and getting their arms warm up down in the Yakima bullpen. So Gomez will step back in, and here comes the 3-1 pitch. Fastball, strike 2. The count runs full now on Kubota. Yeah, the way this ball game started, you thought that Gomez was really going to cruise, and he was till there were 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th, and now he's running into big trouble. Here's a 3-2 pitch, swing, fouled away. The count stays at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Seventh batter to the plate this inning for Everett, as it has rallied for 4 runs and now leads 4-1. Here's a 3-2 pitch, swing, fouled away again. And the count remains full at 3-2. So Kubota doing his job right now, just fouling pitches away till he gets something he feels he can hit and put in play. But he's spoiling the throws right now by Gomez. He'll step back in once again. Here comes a 3-2 pitch, fastball swing, fouled away again. And the count stays at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Kubota continuing to fight pitches off, making Gomez work for every inch of this out. Here comes a wind in the delivery. Fastball inside and high, ball 4. So Kubota, an excellent at-bat for the Trojans as he's able to work the walk. 3rd walk issued by Gomez here. He's also hit a batter, but now the last 5 batters have made base for Everett, and now we're going to have a conversation out on the mound as Kyle Crustangel is going to come on out and talk to Gomez. 4 runs here in the inning for Everett so far, and now leads by a score of 4-1. And all the damage coming with 2 outs. After Rodriguez struck out for the 2nd out of the inning, an error was made, and then a hit by batter, and then a 2-run double to give the lead to the, a double to tie the ball game, and then the 2-run double by Alvin to give the lead to Everett, and then the wild pitch scored Alvin to make it 4-1. Out of running the plate, Larson. Larson swings at the first pitch, strike 1. No balls and 1 strike on Larson. Larson today is 1 for 2, single in the first to lead off the ball game, and walked in the 3rd. Advanced to second on a wild pitch, and that's where he was stranded. Kubota takes his lead at first base, still inside the cut. There goes the throw to first base, and Kubota dives back safely. Gomez still trying to walk off that ankle. Now he'll work from the stretch. There goes the runner. There's the pitch. It's a ball, throw down to second base, gets past the second baseman, but quickly covering the play is Ina for Yakima, and no chance for the runner to advance to third. So a stolen base for Kubota as a throw from James sailed to the second base side of the bag, but alertly being there is the center fielder Ina, and no chance for Kubota to advance to third. Counts now no balls and 2 strikes on Larson. Gomez ready. Here's a pitch. Fastball high. Ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Larson. 8th batter to the plate this inning for Everett, and so far has plated 4 runs. Gomez, deep breath. 1-2 pitch. Fastball foul back to the screen, and the count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Wind again kicking up here at Story Field, and pretty much straight in now. As you can see the flag blowing in. But the ball is going to sail, I think, from left to right. And again, the Yakima fielders shading to the right. Here's a pitch. Fastball a little low. Ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Larson. Larson out of the box, and he'll step back in. Here comes a 2-2 pitch. Curveball high, ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Gomez might not make it through the inning here, as he has really been struggling since he got that second out. 5 straight batters have gotten on base. Larson is ready, so is Gomez. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swing, popped up, out of play. The count stays full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Everett with 4 runs so far here in the inning. Take a 4-1 lead. Trying to move on to the next round. And everybody's guaranteed 2 games. I tell you, you lose the first one, you got a long ways to go to get to Monday. Can be done. Doesn't happen very often, but it can be done. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Curveball swung on, hit towards the shortstop. Glove there by Nixon. Throw to first base in time, and the inning is over for Everett. But Everett picks up 4 runs in the inning on just 2 base hits. There was 1 error, and there was 1 runner left on base. After 4 innings of play, it's now Everett 4, Yakima 1.
Red Lion Hotels Corporation is built to thrive. With innovative programming and in-the-know staff, our hotel brands offer guests great stays and a chance to immerse in local culture. Red Lion Hotels and Red Lion Inn & Suites are better than ever. For travelers who want to get lost and discover adventure, we open the door to the best local experiences. We have reinvented the loyalty program. Introducing Hello Rewards, the first recognition-based loyalty program that encourages members to go further, fly higher, travel better, with tailor-made rewards. And we're not stopping yet. Presenting Hotel RL, our newest hotel brand. Inspired by the natural beauty of the Pacific Northwest, an uplifting, relaxed atmosphere, a staff that loves what they do. For adventurers at heart, Hotel RL will inspire an amazing journey. Our future has never been brighter. 3 strong brands, an expanding portfolio, industry-leading innovation with turnkey solutions, simple fee structures, areas of protection, continued support from day one. We make partnerships easy. Reach a new breed of traveler with RLHC.
Top of 5 we go. Everett now leading Yakima by a score of 4-1. And for the Yaks, Anderson, Ina, and top of the order, Cabalas due up for Yakima. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a ground ball. Hit to the right side. Diving stop by the second baseman. Gets up, throw to first. Pulls a player off the bag and safe at first base is Anderson. Nice play there by Houck as he went to his left. Diving stop. He throws to first base, but he pulls Alvin off the bag. And I'm pretty sure they'll call that a base hit. Waiting to see if it's a base hit or an error. But Anderson is on at first base for the Yaks. And was ruled an error? Okay, E4. So errors now starting to pile up. Here's the first pitch, swung on by Ina, hit to right center field, moving on over is Linscott. He is there to make the catch for the first out of the inning. So Ina flies out, and that's one out here in the fifth inning. Back top of the order is Caballas. All those runs that Everett scored in the bottom of the fourth were unearned because it came after the error. With two outs, the error was made by Caballas. Now they came with the 2 outs and 4 runs scored after that. Here's the next pitch. Curveball at the knees, strike one. Caballas today is 1 for 2. Grounded out in the first and a double in the third. But then thrown out at home, trying to steal home. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. Swing and a ground ball. Hit to the shortstop again. He goes to his knee for one. Throw to second for one. Relay on the first in time. Double play. And Yakima Valley's retired here in the fifth inning of play. Rodriguez to Houck to Alvin, and that'll end it for the Yaks here in the fifth inning of play. No runs, no hits, 1 error, no one left on base after 4.5. Everett 4, Yakima Valley 1.
We see you. Be your resourceful self at Clark College.
I am strong.
I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination.
Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
I am strong.
I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination.
Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
We see you. Be your creative self at Clark College.
Oh, we had a little bit of delay as Alec Gomez took a long time to come out of the dugout. He is now back out on the field, and he's taking his warm-ups as his team trails by a score of 4-1 here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Vern Foster here. We'll have one more game at 7:35 tonight as we're here in the bottom of the fifth inning right now. And Centralia College is your college for associate degrees, bachelor degrees, and job training. Apply now to get a jump on classes and financial aid. Application is easy and free. Visit www.centralia.edu for details. Centralia College, go boldly. Gomez continuing his warm-up throws here as his team now trails by a score of 4-1. Well, coming up to the plate for Everett, they batted 8 last inning. So we'll start on over here for the Trojans. Linscott, Houck, and Rodriguez, 2, 3, and 4 hitters set to face Gomez. 4-1 now Everett, bottom of the fifth. First pitch from Gomez. Fastball misses. Ball one. 1 ball, no strikes on Linscott. Linscott 0 for 2. Grounded in a double play in the first and struck out looking in the third. Here's a 1-0 pitch. That bounces up to the plate, and it's 2 balls and no strikes on Linscott. Again, the error by Yakima with 2 outs in the fourth opened the floodgates as Everett capitalized, picked up 4 runs. Here's a pitch, and it's a curveball to knees, strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike on Linscott. 4 runs on 3 hits and 1 error for Everett. 1 run on 4 hits and 1 error for Yakima. Here comes a 2-1 pitch. Fastball cut on and missed, strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Linscott. Outfield now switching a little bit more to a switch to the right, and the pitch swing and a miss, strike 3. And Linscott fans for the second time here this afternoon. For Gomez, strikeout number 3. He's caught Linscott twice. Now bring up Houck. Houck is 0 for 2 today. The Yakima outfield does a lot of shifting as the batters are up to the plate. Here's the first pitch. Swing, popped up. Foul territory, first base side. Is there going to be room? No. Out of play. And the count, no balls and a strike. We've seen them where they start playing straight away, and then as the batter maybe picks up a strike or 2, sometimes they'll shift to the left or right. Right now, the center fielder, Ina, holding his arms up in the air. Here's the 0-1 pitch, swinging a line drive. Caught at third base by Saltaban Jr. Ball hit hard by Hawk, but Saltaban Jr. able to time his leap, spears it out of the air for out number 2. Well, the ball hit hard by Houck, but a tough luck break there as he becomes the second out here in the 5th inning. That'll bring up the plate Rodriguez. Rodriguez 0 for 2 this afternoon, struck out twice. First pitch to him, strike 1. Everett 4, Yakima 1, 2 outs, 5th inning. NWAC championship game number 3. Gomez ready. Here's the next pitch. Curveball swung on, fouled out of play. The count goes to no balls and 2 strikes. Gomez with 4 strikeouts. I missed one earlier. Now looking for his 5th. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Curveball swinging a line drive, hitting the gap to left field. But right there is the left fielder again, shaded on over. He's there to make the catch. Ashworth makes the catch, and Everett's retired here in the 5th. The 1-2-3 inning as we move to the top of the 6th. Your score, Everett 4, Yakima 1.
I am strong.
I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination.
Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
Top of the 6th we go for the Yaks. Ashworth, James, and White due up here for Yakima, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Okay. Fans, don't forget to check out the official tournament merchandise for t-shirts, sweatshirts, Under Armour gear, and more. Everything is fully customizable. Get your tournament gear today. Supplies are limited. Visit them online at nwacstore.com/NWAC. Ashworth to step on in to face Allen. First pitch, fastball outside, ball 1. Ashworth is 2 for 2 today. He had a double and scored a run in the second. An infield hit as he swings to the next pitch and foul tipped it into the glove for strike 1. And then stole a base in the third. He has scored the only run so far for Yakima. Back in the first inning. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. He takes it inside, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike now on Ashworth. The 4 unearned runs, the difference here in the ball game right now. Here's a 2-1 pitch, swing and a fly ball, hit into the gap, right center field. Moving on back though is the right fielder Smith. He's short of the warning track, makes the catch for out number 1. So Ashworth hits it high, but playable to right field, and catch made by Smith. And that's the first out here in the top of the 6th inning. That'll bring to the plate Matt James. James today is 1 for 2, a single in the first, and struck out swinging in the third. Infield back deep on the left side for him. First pitch to him, soft speed and a little bit high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on James. Foot right on the back edge of the batter's box. Here comes a 1-0 pitch. The fastball misses inside for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. He's about as far back as you get in that batter's box as you can without being called out. You can see his foot is on it, half on, half hot. Comes a 2-0 pitch, and that is high, ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes on James. White awaits on deck for the Yaks. Allen ready, here's the pitch, fastball, inside corner, strike 1. James thought it was a little bit inside as he started to get ready to throw his bat away, but sets back in. Still a hitter's count though at 3-1. Comes a 3-1 pitch. Swinging a fly ball, hit into center field. Moving back on the ball is Linscott. He is short of the warning track, reaches up, makes the catch for out number 2. James hit it pretty well, but again, the wind is blowing on in, so if you hit it out here tonight, you've done a really good job. And so that falls short of the warning track. James makes the catch, or rather, Linscott makes the catch, and James retired for the second out of the inning. That'll bring to the plate Luke White. First pitch to White. Fastball high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on White. White today is 0 for 1, hit by a pitch in the first, and popped out to the second baseman back in the third. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. That misses outside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes now on White. Everett 4, Yakima Valley 1. Top of the 6th inning, 2 outs. Yaks at bat. 2 balls, no strikes though on James. Here's the pitch. Fastball, taking all the way, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike on White. There's the next pitch, and misses for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. White from Lewiston, Idaho, the sophomore. Lewiston, the home of Lewis Clark State College. Here's the next pitch, inside corner, strike 2. A traditional NAIA power, which really they started to get good when Ed Sheff came from here, Lower Columbia, down to Lewiston. And they started winning national championships when he arrived. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Bouncing ball hit towards the second baseman. Hawks got it. Throws to first. James retired. And so is Yakima here in the 6th inning. A 1-2-3 inning for the Yaks as we move to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Your score is Everett 4 and Yakima Valley 1.
I chose Centralia College because I wanted to stay close at home while getting a great education. Playing for a smaller school has a strong sense of a community, and they just want to see you succeed. We're bigger than just a team. We're a big family. My name is Dylan. I play baseball at Centralia College, and I go boldly.
Klemp, Kenny McCormick, Nolan Smith due up for Everett as the Trojans have the 4-1 lead. Alec Gomez still on the hill for Yakima Valley, and the first pitch is a curveball, swing and a miss, strike one. Klemp began the rally for Everett in the 4th inning when he reached base on an error, stole second, scored the first of the 4 runs that Everett scored in this ball game, and has the 4-1 lead. Here's the next pitch, another curveball. That one misses high. Ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Klemp on the day is 0 for 2, but again has scored a run and stolen a base. Steps back in. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. Curveball swing, high chopper down the third base line, grabbed by Saltavan Jr. rather. It is thrown up the right field line, down to second base goes the runner, and he'll be safe at second. Tough play there, as that was a high chopper down the third base line, and they'll give him the base hit, Klemp, on the infield base hit, but he will move to second on the E5.
McCormick.
And that'll bring up McCormick. So Klemp, his second base hit of the ball game, as he gets an infield base hit and moves to second on the error. That'll bring up the plate McCormick. Second error of the ball game by the Yaks. Here's a pitch, and it's a curveball taking all the way, strike one. No balls and a strike on McCormick. McCormick has not had an official at bat as of yet. Walked in the second, hit by a pitch, and scored a run in the 4th. The go-ahead run. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Nope, it's a fact they turned back to second base. Now the wind is continuing to pick up a little bit of steam here as this again blowing on in. Take a look at Old Glory occasionally, and she's getting pretty stretched out. Gomez is ready. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Fastball up and in. Ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike on McCormick. Everett, the only time it really did anything was in the 4th inning. It went 1, 2, 3 in the first. Got a walk on in the second. A runner on in the third. And nobody in the 5th. It was all in the 4th inning. Ball chopped to the second baseman, Canales. He'll grab it. He'll throw it to first. And McCormick is retired for the first out of the inning. But on the play, Klemp able to move down to third as the chopper hit towards second. And that'll bring up the plate Nolan Smith. Well, Nolan Smith, a chance to add on for Everett here, as the Trojans have the 4-1 lead. Here's a pitch, swing and a ground ball, foul. Again, Everett has been ranked first in the last poll. And with that, the exception of the error, it might be down 1-0. Infield playing up as the next pitch is a curveball, strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes on Nolan Smith. But again, good teams, when they're given an extra chance, they're going to make the other team pay, and Everett did. Picked up 4 unearned runs. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses away, ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Smith. 1 out with a runner at third for Everett. Smith, a left-hander. The pitcher, Gomez, is a right-hander. And timeout called. Gomez just staring down at third base at Klemp. And here comes the pitch. Swing and a ground ball. Hit past the diving second baseman into right field for a base hit. Klemp scores from third as a roller by Smith gets past the diving second baseman Cabalas, as the infield was drawn in. They really never had a chance to get that ball knocked down. If the infield is playing at normal depth, they'll probably get the runner at first base. But as it is, scoring from third is Klemp, and it's now 5-1 Everett. Gomez is ready. Here's a pitch. Swing, popped up, hit the right field. Retreating on the ball is Ross. Now he's moving to his left, reaches up, makes the catch for the second out of the inning. So Alvin skies out to Ross in right field. Now they'll bring to Lake Kubota. 1 run in for Everett here in this inning. Now leads by a score of 5-1 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Leading the Yaks from Yakima Valley. And here's the first pitch. Strike 1. No balls and a strike on Kubota. Takeshi, Takeshi, Kubota, Kubuta. Here's the pitch, misses outside. I know most people, when you think of Kubota, you think of tractors, lawnmowers, and they spell that Kubota. He spells his Kubuta. They'll count 1 ball and 1 strike on Kubota. Runner takes his lead at first. Good size lead, actually. Here's the pitch. Swing, fouled away. And the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes on Kubota. The infield base hit in the air, and then a base hit by Smith is accounted for another run for Everett. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. That's way upstairs. Ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Kubota. Kubota 288 on the year. Just 4 RBIs though. But again, he's hitting 9th in the order, so you may not see a lot of run scoring opportunities. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And Kubota's retired, and so is Everett here in the 6th inning of play. But Everett picks up a run on a couple of base hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. We're through 6 complete innings of play here at the NWAC Championships. Your score is now Everett 5 and Yakima Valley 1.
Your winning ticket to the door at the press box.
LCC has definitely prepared me to transfer to Oregon State because it's helped me with my study skills. I'm a much harder worker than I was in high school.
I had a great support base by the staff, and I've made some great friends that I think I'll carry on with my life.
I've definitely loved my classes. I've learned a lot. It's been a healthy environment.
Don't be afraid to branch out. The people here are awesome. I'm going to be in it for a while, but down the road I'll be finishing up and be ready to join the workforce.
Top of the 7th inning as Yakima trails by a score of 5-1. And Walla Walla Community College athletes follow traditions of excellence in soccer, volleyball, basketball, baseball, softball, golf, and rodeo. WWCC Warriors are proud to compete in the NWAC. All right, we go to the top of the 7th. Saltabon Jr., Nixon, and Ross do up to face Bryson Allen. Allen has given up just 4 hits through 6 innings of play so far and leads 5-1. First pitch to Saltabon Jr., swing and a miss, strike 1. Saltabon Jr. is 0 for 1 today, walked in the first and grounded out in the 4th. Next pitch, check swing, did he go? And they said no, and the count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Allen is ready. The left-hander delivers. Here's the 1-1 pitch and goes off the glove of the catcher, Klemp. And the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. Sun now starting to set more towards the right side of the infield. Again, this is where I think it starts getting a little tougher to be the first baseman as the next pitch pours right down the middle for strike 2. And the count levels out at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fans coming in for the final game of the evening. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And down goes Saltabon Jr. Well, he's the first out of the 7th inning. And for Allen, unofficially his 6th strikeout of the ball game. And that's 1 out here in the 7th. Everett leading Yakima Valley 5-1 without an out here in the top of the 7th. And the ring to the plate, Tyler Nixon. Nixon 0 for 2 today. First pitch swinging, foul back to the screen, strike 1. Grounded into a double play in the 1st and struck out swinging in the 4th. No balls, 1 strike on Nixon. Allen stretches, now he's ready. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That fastball, a little high. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Getting 1 more game after this, then we'll have the same schedule tomorrow, 4 games. Saturday, 3. Here's the next pitch, swing and 1 hopper hit to the second baseman. Glove there by Houck, throws the first in time, and Nixon retired for the 2nd out of the inning. Be sure to follow the NWAC on Twitter and Facebook at NWAC Sports and on Instagram at NWAC Sports 1 for all the latest NWAC news. Also visit NWACsports.org for the most recent information on schedules, scores, stats, and more. All right, we'll bring to the plate Blaine Ross. First pitch to him. Misses high, ball 1. No ball, or 1 ball and no strikes on Ross. Ross 0 for 2 today. Grounded out to the shortstop, struck out swinging as well. Here's a 1-0 pitch. It's taking, strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Top of the 7th inning now. Here comes a 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 2, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Right now, Allen in a groove. He's retired the last 7 batters he's faced. And ahead in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch, and it hit him, or did it bounce to the plate? No, it did hit him. So Ross will go on down to first base as he's hit by the pitch. And on a 2-strike count, you really don't want to do that. And Allen hits his 2nd batter of the ball game. He has walked 1, struck out 6, and hit 2. That'll bring up the number 8 hitter for the Yaks, Hunter Anderson. Anderson today is 0 for 2. Left-handed batter. There's a left-handed pitcher, Allen, from the stretch. And the first pitch, strike 1. No balls and a strike on Hunter Anderson. Struck out in the 2nd and reached base on an error in the 5th. The only error committed by Everett back in the 5th inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That off-speed pitch is a little bit high. Ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Anderson. Left-hander versus left-hander. Allen is ready. Here is the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Or is that a foul tip? No, foul ball. Didn't see it. Yeah, foul ball. So the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes on Anderson. Some of the fans here now putting on their coats as you get in the shade with the wind blowing. It's a little chilly. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Anderson goes down, and that retires Yakima here in the 7th inning of play. For the Yaks, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. After 6.5 innings of play, it's Everett 5, Yakima Valley 1.
We see you. Be your curious self at Clark College.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
see you. Be your resourceful self at Clark College.
7th inning, and Everett on top by a score of 5-1, and Yakima Valley is going to the bullpen as Alec Gomez is going to be pulled after 6 innings of play. He goes 6 innings, gives up 5 hits, 5 runs, just 1 earned, strikes out 4, and walks 3 and hits 1 batter. He'll be replaced by Mason Shaw. Shaw with a record of 5-3 on the year. His 13th appearance, he's made 11 starts and has an ERA of 5.81. And he will face Charlie Larson. And the first pitch to Larson is strike 1. No balls and a strike on Larson. Larson, Linscott, and Hauk due up for the Trojans. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, and that is called strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. Shaw, the right-hander, comes from Ferndale. Again, just south of the Canadian border, up there in Whatcom County. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball swing, popped up, out of play, behind us, and out of play. The count stays at no balls and 2 strikes. Larson today has 1 hit in 2 official at-bats, a single in the first, walked in the third, and grounded out to the shortstop back in the 4th. Comes the 0-2 pitch, bounces up to the plate, and somehow James is able to block it, but he'll give the ball back to the home plate umpire as he gave the pitcher Shaw a new ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Larson. Comes the pitch, and that is high, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Larson. Two-two pitch. Curveball, strike 3 called. And Larson knew it before the home plate umpire even said a word. He was walking away, and Larson strikes out for the first out here in the 7th inning of play. For Shaw, first strikeout of the afternoon, 6th strikeout for the pitching staff as the first pitch to Linscott misses high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on Linscott. He is 0 for 3 today, grounded into a double play, and he struck out his last 2 times at bat. Here comes a 1-0 pitch. Check swing and called strike. And the count 1 ball and 1 strike. Everett 5, Yakima Valley 1. Winner plays tomorrow in the winner's bracket. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball swung on, popped up down the right field line, and it will get out of play. And the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. 7:35. The winner of this ball game will play against either Lower Columbia or Mount Hood. The loser will play at 12:35 against the loser of our next game. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. Fastball swing, chopped foul at the plate. And the count stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yakima Valley, the East number 2 team, and the Trojans, the overall number 1 ranked team, and the number 1 team out of the North. Comes a 1-2 pitch. Fastball chopped towards the first baseman. Over there to grab it is White. He waves off the pitcher. He'll take it to the bag, and Linscott is retired for the 2nd out of the inning. So far, Shaw's done his job. He's come in and retired the first 2 batters he's faced. Now he'll face Austin Hauk. Hauk is 0 for 3 today. He flied out to the right fielder, skied out to the center fielder, and hit a line drive that was caught by the third baseman his last at bat. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it away for strike 1. No balls and a strike on Hauk. Comes the next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes on Hauk. See if Shaw can punch him out and get the inning over with. Get his team a chance to get in there. Here's the next pitch. Misses high. Ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Get another look there at the batter. How? Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Fastball bounces up to the plate, and the count evens out at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Everett on top by a score of 5-1. The 4-run 4th inning really the difference here in the ball game. Comes a 2-2 pitch. Fastball swing and a miss, strike 3. And that will retire the Trojans here in the 7th inning of play. A 1-2-3 inning for Everett. No runs, no hits, no errors, no left on base. After 7, Everett 5, Yakima Valley 1.
It begins with the ball. You see, a ball is not just leather and rubber. A ball is the seed that communities grow around. We're talking split-second moments that become indelible memories. It creates lifelong friendships. It's a reason for people to celebrate. A ball isn't just a ball. It's a life lesson. It's a tool you use to pursue your best. It's how you earn your greatest victories. How you learn to deal with failure. It's a test that you pass. It's a dream that you catch. It's a future you hold in your hands. It's not just a ball. Biden, the official ball of you.
Centralia College is your college for associate degrees, bachelor's degrees, and job training. Apply now to get a jump on classes and financial aid. Application is easy and free. Visit www.centralia.edu for details. Centralia College, go boldly. Over Yakima on the 8th, the 9, 1, and 2 hitters, Ina, Caballas, and Ashworth, to face Bryson Allen. Allen with 7 strikeouts in the ball game, has given up just 4 base hits and leads by a score of 5-1. Ina steps in, swings to the first pitch, strike 1. No balls and a strike on Ina. Ina this afternoon is 0 for 2, a strikeout and a fly out to the center fielder Linscott. Here's the next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes on Ina. Getting late for Yakima. It's down 4 runs, and we're here in the top of the 8th inning. No balls and 2 strikes as Allen's ready to deal. Here's a pitch, swinging a line drive into right field. That'll fall for a base hit. Ina goes the opposite way with a single to lead off the 8th inning for Yakima. And we'll get to the top of the order. We would like to thank the Red Lion, the official hotel of the Northwest Athletic Conference. With friendly service and unique local flair, Red Lion hotels get guests closer to main attractions and good times with full-service hotels and a wide variety of amenities. Discover your escape across the Red Lion family. Here's the first pitch to Caballas. He swings at it and fouls it away. Strike 1. No balls and a strike on Connor Caballas. Caballas this afternoon, 1 for 3. Grounded out in the first, a double in the third, and grounded into a double play back in the 5th. Runner takes his lead at first. Here's the pitch outside, and catcher thought about throwing down to first, but didn't. And the count evens out by 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 run, 5 hits, 2 errors for Yakima. 5 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for Everett. Here's the pitch, and it got him. Hit Caballas in the foot, and he'll go on down to first base. So the Yaks get their first 2 batters on here in the top of the 8th inning as Ina leads off with an opposite field base hit, and now Caballas is hit by a pitch. 3rd batter that's been hit by a pitch by Allen. And that might get a visit now from the coaches of the Everett Trojans. More than 48,000 service members have been physically wounded during the military conflicts in Iraq and Afghanistan. An estimated 400,000 are living with the invisible wounds of war, including post-traumatic stress disorder, major depression, and traumatic brain injury. The NWAC is honored to have a Wounded Warrior Project veteran at today's game. Well, that'll be the end of the conversation, and we'll see what Kyle Crustangel has in mind. He is down by 4 runs. He has runners at first and second and nobody out. Clay Ashworth will come to the plate. I don't believe this is a place you would sacrifice because you need 4 runs and even an out. I don't think you want to give up here. Allen is ready. Here's the pitch. Swung on, popped up down the right field line. Moving on over is the right fielder, Smith. He makes the catch. Runner tags from second to third. He slides in safely with a head-first slide. So Ashworth goes the opposite field, hits a fly ball to the right fielder, Smith, who makes the catch, but it allows Ina to advance from second to third. So 1 out on the play. The runner at first, Cabales, could not advance. So a ground ball double play would still get the Trojans out of the inning with no damage. But Matt James comes to the plate, and he is their number 3 hitter. Here's the first pitch, and James is taking it and misses low for ball 1. James this afternoon is 1 for 3, a single in the first, struck out in the third, and flied out in his last at bat in the 5th. James again, the leading home run hitter for the Yaks, and he takes a pitch high, a fake throw to first base. And diving back safely is Cabales. 11 dingers on the year for James and 49 RBIs. Again, that's the team high, and he is the East Region MVP. Allen's ready. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Swing, popped up, out of play. And the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. Critical time in the game for the Trojans as they now have warm-up activity in their bullpen. As Yakima down by 4. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a hard hit ground ball past the diving shortstop into left center field for a base hit. That will score 1 run. On his way to third is Cabales. Head first slide. He is safe. And it's now 5-2. James, an RBI single into left field, cuts the lead to 5-2 as scoring from third is Ina. Cabales hustling from first to third is now at third base with 1 out. And at first is James, and once again, runners at the corners, and that's probably going to be all for Bryson Allen as coming on out, looks like the pitching coach for the Trojans. And that'll be it for Bryson Allen. Allen is going to go 7 1/3 innings here this evening. He gives up right now 2 runs on 6 hits. He's responsible for 2 more out there. So let's see what happens. He ends up striking out 7 this afternoon, walking 1, and hitting 3 batters. So he'll come out of the ball game, and he'll be replaced here in the top half of the 8th inning by Aiden Adams. Adams, a freshman from Tacoma, will step on in, and he'll try and nail this game down for Allen. So Aiden Adams will come on in for Everett, the right-hander. He'll get warmed up. And Aiden Adams on the year has a 2.84 ERA, a record of 2-0 on the year. He's made 13 appearances. He has 3 saves, 25 1/3 innings, giving up 14 hits in that time. Okay, fans, make sure you check out the official tournament merchandise for t-shirts, sweatshirts, Under Armour gear, and more. Everything is fully customizable. Get your tournament gear today. Supplies are limited. Visit them online at nwacstore.com/NWAC. So Adams continues his warm-up, tosses out here. So we're now in the top half of the 8th inning, 1 out. And Everett leading now by a score of 5-2. But the number 4 hitter coming to the plate for the Yaks, Runners at first and third, Caballos at third, James at first, and Luke White now steps up to the plate for Yakima. White, 7 home runs and 39 RBIs. And he'll stand on in. First pitch to him, fastball misses outside, ball 1. What that was all about, the Yakima bench just exploded on the pitch. I don't know what that's all about, but they're having some fun out there. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball swinging a drive, hit into the gap, right center field. On over comes the right fielder. He'll make the catch. He's going to throw back to first base, head first line. Double play! What a play by Smith in right center field for Everett as he stabs a line drive. He throws it back to first in time. They double up James, and that ends the inning for Yakima. White hit it hard, but a spectacular catch by Smith. The throw back to first. Alvin makes the catch. James is out, and the inning is over. For the Yaks in the 8th, 1 run on 2 base hits. There were no errors and 1 runner left on base. After 7.5 innings of play, your score, Everett 5, Yakima 2.
I am strong.
I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination.
Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
Well, I tell you, Nolan Smith might have saved the ball game for Everett as he made a fabulous catch in right center field. Then he throws a strike back to first base to double up Matt James and retires Yakima here in the top of the 8th inning and keeps the lead at 5-2. Up now for the Trojans in the bottom of the 8th, Rodriguez, Klemp, and McCormick. 0-1 on Rodriguez. Here comes the next pitch. Fastball outside, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Rodriguez. Rodriguez has struck out twice and flied out to the left fielder, Kubota, here this afternoon, or to Ashworth this afternoon. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Swing and a chopper hit to the third baseman. Glove there by Saltaban Jr. Throws the first in time, and Rodriguez retired for the first out of the inning. When this ball game is over, if Everett holds on, that might be the play that saved it for him, because that was a great play out there in right field by Smith. That'll bring up Klemp. Klemp, the catcher for the Trojans. Got a couple infield base hits, and he takes the first pitch for a strike. No balls and a strike. Grounded out in the first, reached base on an error in the 4th, and then a infield base hit in the 6th. So he has 1 hit, not 2. And he scored 2 runs though. The count now 1 ball and 1 strike. Take a look there at Adams for Yakima Valley, and the pitch swung on, chopped towards the shortstop, grabbed there by Nixon, throw to first, and out is Klemp for the second out of the inning. So 7 consecutive batters retired now by Yakima pitching, but they're still down by a score of 5-2, and that'll bring up Kenny McCormick. So Shaw throws the first pitch for a strike. No balls and a strike on McCormick. McCormick today is 0 for 1. Been on base twice, though. Walked, hit by a pitch, and scored a run and grounded out. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This is outside, ball 2. Mason Shaw, the sophomore right-hander in relief of Alec Gomez. Comes a 1-1 pitch, swing, and a ground ball past the diving shortstop into left field for a base hit. Nice try by Nixon. He went deep into the hole, dives after, but can't come up with it, and a base hit for McCormick. His first hit of the ball game, and he'll come out of the contest. And it looks like we get a pinch runner for him. Brian Pino is going to run.
Nolan.
And that'll bring to the plate Nolan Smith. Smith, again, the defensive play of the afternoon for Everett, which certainly saved at least one run, maybe more. And the pinch runner will be Pino, it looks like, for Everett. Brian Pino is the pinch runner at first base and will get his lead. Shaw from the stretch. And the first pitch, close, and Smith has to back away from the pitch for ball 1. Nolan Smith has a couple of base hits tonight, a double, a couple RBIs, run scored, single, and a spectacular catch in right field. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing, popped up, foul territory, third base side. Does Saltabon Jr. have room? He reaches out and can't make the catch. He went right to the screen, then went on back towards third base and couldn't come up with it, so it's a foul ball. Look out, 1 ball and 1 strike on Smith. 5-2 Everett, bottom of the 8th inning over Yakima Valley. Smith will step back in. Shaw will work from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Catches the corner, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on the hitter Nolan Smith. Shaw ready, here's the pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss, strike 3. Smith is retired, and so are the Trojans here in the 8th inning. For Everett, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. We go to the top of the 9th. Your score, Everett 5, Yakima Valley 2.
We see you. Be your creative self at Clark College.
I am strong.
I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination.
Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
We see you. Be your curious self at Clark College.
Baden Sports is proud to be the official ball partner of the NWAC Championships. For nearly 40 years, Baden Balls have set the standard for quality and craftsmanship, delivering world-class game balls to colleges and national conferences across the country. Baden, it's all about perfection. All right, Yakima Valley has one more chance, trailing by a score of 5-2 in the first pitch to Saltaman Jr. is called strike 1. No balls and a strike on Saltaman. Next pitch, chopped towards the shortstop. Glove there by Rodriguez. The head first slide, and he is out at first base. High chopper towards the shortstop. Rodriguez had to make wait for it. Saltaban Jr. head first slide. Low throw picked up there by the first baseman, Alvin. And Saltaban is retired for the first out of the inning.
Nixon.
One out, and that'll bring up Tyler Nixon here in the top of the 9th inning. Adams trying to nail this down, and the first pitch to Nixon misses outside. Ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. Nixon an 0 for 3 afternoon. Couple of ground outs and a strikeout. Here's the next pitch. That's outside for ball 2. Hit into a double play in the first, which stopped the rally when Yakima Valley had picked up a run. Now trail 5-2. Here's the next pitch he's taking, and it's called a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike on Tyler Nixon. Blaine Ross awaits on deck for Yakima Valley. Comes a 2-1 pitch. That fastball, outside corner, strike 2. Nixon turns away, grabs the bat. Now he'll step back in again. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Nixon. Here comes Adams' pitch. Swung on, fouled away. The count stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And one more game after this at about 7:35. It's going to be a little bit late, more than likely. Comes a 2-2 pitch outside, and they check swing, and they'll appeal down to first, and he did not go, so the out goes 3-2. Mount Hood and Lower Columbia set for a 7:35 start. Then we'll play 4 games again tomorrow. Winner of this game plays the winner of the next game, and the pitch misses high, ball 4. Well, Nixon will trot on down to first base as Shaw issues his first walk of the ball game.
That brings up the right fielder, number 32, Blaine Ross.
Stepping on in is Ross. Runner takes his lead at first, that's Nixon. And here's the pitch, and he's taking all the way, strike 1. Ross today is 0 for 2. Hit by a pitch his last at bat in the 7th inning. Here comes the next pitch. He's taking, and that's called a strike. No balls, 2 strikes now, Blaine Ross. Ross, the sophomore from Zilla. Comes the 0-2 pitch, swing, and fouled away. And the count stays at no balls and 2 strikes. Zilla, which I believe won the state boys basketball tournament again this year, 2B. Or maybe no, they didn't. I think Kittitas won it. They might have been in it though. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a ground ball. Hit towards the shortstop. Glove there by Rodriguez. Throw on to first base, not in time. So Nixon's retired 6-4 for the second out of the inning. And the relay was not in time. Ross able to leg it out. And Yakima Valley still has some life as it'll bring up to the plate pinch hitter.
Pinch hitting for Yakima, number 30, Henry Lenneberg.
So Henry Lenneberg will come up. He'll hit for Anderson. So Henry Lenneberg, Lemburg, will pinch hit for Hunter Anderson. Anderson went 0 for 3. Now Lenneberg will step in. Tall kid. He takes the first pitch and misses ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Get a look at him. Where's the number 30 on that jersey? He represents the last hope. 5-2 Everett. Next pitch bounces up to the plate. Knocked down there by Klemp. Keeps it in front of him, so no chance for the runner to advance. 5-2 Everett. 2 outs, top of the 9th. Runner at first for Yakima, though, is Ross. Comes a 2-0 pitch. Fastball he's taking, and it's a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike now on Lenneberg. Again, the winner plays at 7:35 tomorrow night. against Lower Columbia or Mount Hood. Loser plays the loser of that game. Next pitch, swing and a miss, strike two. Now it's down to the last strike for the Yaks here this afternoon. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the pinch hitter, Lenneberg. Adams from the stretch. Here's a pitch, and the pitch misses high, ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes now on the hitter. Ross now will have the opportunity to take off with the pitch, and perhaps an extra base hit will score him for first base. Takes his lead there. Adams ready, there goes the runner, swing, and fouled at the plate. The count stays at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Getting a little chilly out here now with the breeze blowing. We're not in the sunshine. And it'll get chilly for the last game if you're coming out. Bring your blankets. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Fastball swing, fouled away at the plate again. And the count remains full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Adams trying to clinch the win for Allen. As Allen went 7 1/3 innings. Here comes the 3-2 pitch again, and that's this high, ball 4. So Lenneberg walks. Now the tying run comes to the plate. Ross down to second base as Adams walks his first batter. And we'll have a pinch runner for Lenneberg.
First base, number 23, Brandon Thomas.
Brandon Thomas will be the pinch runner.
Number 25, Sam Waterman.
For Lenneberg. And now it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter again. That'll be Waterman for Ina. So Waterman to pinch hit for Yakima, as Yakima Valley trailing by a score of 5-2, but the tying run now to the plate. Adams ready, first pitch, swing, popped up in the infield, left side, third baseman says he's got it. He'll move on to his left, reaches up and makes the catch, and that'll end the ball game. Larson to make the catch. Waterman pops out. That's going to end it, and the ball game is over, and Everett has moved on to tomorrow night's ball game at 7:35 against the winner of Lower Columbia and Mount Hood. For the Yaks in the 9th inning, no runs on no hits. There were no errors and 2 runners left on base. Winning pitcher tonight was Bryson Allen. The loser was Alec Gomez. For the Yaks, 2 runs on 6 hits on 2 errors. For Everett, 5 runs on 6 hits and 1 error. So Everett will move on tomorrow. They will play at 7:35. I'm not sure if we're going to have a post-game interview on the field or not. I'm looking for Kirk. Okay, Kirk went on down on the field. Okay, we'll get that here in just a moment. Again, Yakima loses by a score of 5-2. So Everett will move on to play tomorrow night at 7:35 against Lower Columbia or Mount Hood. Yakima Valley will play at 12:35 against the loser of the Saints Red Devils game. I will wait to do our post-game interview, and then we'll wrap it up here as we get ready for the 4th and final game of the night.
Direct your attention down to the field where Kirk Rowland has this evening's winning interview.
All right, thank you very much. Jim, we got a couple of stars here, and first guy we got to talk to is Bryson Allen. And first of all, let's talk about that first inning, because things got a little weird there in the first inning, did you? But hey, your infield defense came through.
Yeah, it was a slow start, but I know my team has my back, and I know they know that I'm going to pick them up eventually. It was a rough first inning, but we cleaned it up.
Yeah, you cleaned it up, and you get that team over there. They try to get in you a little bit right there. Were you able to focus and get through that?
Yeah, teams will talk. It's part of the game. It's all in good hope, but that's that.
All right. Well, hey, 7 strikeouts, just 2 earned runs, and you did a great job here. Way to go.
Thank you.
All right, very good. Bryson Allen. Offensively, Nolan Smith had a couple of base hits and a couple of RBIs. Just talk a little bit about the way you guys weathered that early storm and then got going.
Yeah, it's all about the energy. Our coaches instill in us every single day. It's all about the energy and playing as a team. And, it was one guy after the other. I never would be here if it wasn't for the guys on base that got on before me. So it's all about this team, and go Trojans.
All right, outstanding. And to beat a team like that, they're good. That's a really good team over there. So I guess to get through this first round is big, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, the first win, we got the momentum now. So it's going to be real hard to stop us.
All right, Nolan Smith, Trojans win on opening day.
All right, thanks, Kirk. As Everett advances to tomorrow's 7:35 game against the winner of the Mount Hood Lower Columbia contest, will start in about 45 minutes from now. And the loser of Mount Hood and Lower Columbia will play tomorrow afternoon at 12:35 against the Yakima Valley Yaks. The 4-run fourth inning is what did it for Everett as they picked up 4 unearned runs in the fourth, and they make it stand up as they defeat Yakima this afternoon by a final score of 5-2. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Kirk Rowland will be on along at the next game. We'll start around 7:30 or so. Till then, this is Vern Foster with this reminder for Officer Riper of the Kelso Police Department. Be good humans. So long.